I say. You can see what kind of heart this guy's got. He is a poker player.
Well, fifth-place finisher going to take home $240,000. We've got to say goodbye. Right now, he's going up to talk to Courtney.
How do you think that you played?
I think I played okay, maybe a little over-aggressive. I started playing too many hands, and I got unlucky because I could have won the hands I played. I was playing for the title instead of trying to grabbing spots and spots.
Well, you know what? Bonne chance.
Merci beaucoup. I'll be back for sure, and I'll win next one.
And with 4 players left, 3 of them 25 years of age or younger. Amazing how youth is prevailing on the World Poker Tour this season.
Ravi, about $2.2 million, and he is the crowd favorite.
He's 42 years old, far and away the oldest guy at the table.
Back down on the green felt. David Williams looking at King 3 of clubs. He's first to act.
Well, he just won the last pot, so he's feeling good right now. He's going to raise this one up to $150,000.
Into the chip leader. Ravi, he goes out with 10-8, and now Nam Lee takes a peek down at a Queen 5 of spades in the small blind.
Remember the last time they played a big pot? Nam fired shell after shell after shell at David and took the pot away from him. He stares down at David, and David now peeks back at him a little bit.
All right.
Well, that peekaboo might have cost him because Nam is going with his instincts and coming over the top.
Let's find out the increment.
Well, it's a healthy increment, Vince.
Oh, yeah, it's a big stack.
He is raising him $320,000 more.
Oh, now Danny Smith going out with Jack 7 back on David, who has been foiled apparently. Just with King 3 trying to slop around there.
Well, Vince, I got to tell you, I am in shock at how well Nam Lee has played David Williams all day long. The last time they clashed in a big pot, he took it away from him by bluffing at him. He's trying to do the same thing again right now.
320.
He just got some type of tell on David here, I guess. And David has to lay the hand down.
Well, Vince, I'd have to agree with you. Looks like to me Nam had a read on David Williams there that he wasn't that strong. And in that case, you don't have to play your cards. Doesn't matter what you have. When you sense weakness, just come over the top and take the pot away from your opponent. Nam Lee did it perfectly right there.
Was David sitting up a little too uptight, a little too forward? What was it, man? Well, I've got to know.
I'm 25 years old. I'm from Southern California. I've been playing professional poker for 2 years now. Tuan really taught me how to play poker. We have the same last name. Everybody figured we're brothers because we're always around each other. Actually, best friends.
Just wasn't his day here on the final
My first time playing on a WPT final table. I was a little nervous. This time, I'm real confident I'm going to win. I have to have this title. Tuan has 3 titles now. I got none, you know. I can't go around with him with no title. The fans, they say, hey, you're that guy, Tuan's brother. That's why I get. But hopefully after today, I get to be my own person.
I want to join the Lee gang. They're very prosperous. I want to know the secrets.
Well, you're right about that, Vince. They're tearing up out here on the World Poker Tour, no doubt about it. Tuan Lee, the leading all-time money winner on the World Poker Tour, and Nam Lee going for his first WPT title tonight and in great shape to get one.
Back to the table. On the local, the chip leader, Ravi Udikumar. Oh.
And looks down at 2 6s.
Wired pair of 6s.
And he just limps in with 2 6s.
That's right, Nam quickly folding. Of course, Danny goes out.
And David Williams with an ace-10 here. Is he going to come back over the top? Nope. He's had enough of Ravi.
Yeah.
Showing him the goods all night long. He's just going to check and say, give us a flop here.
He has learned his lesson. Here comes the flop.
Oh, the flop is
Wow.
8-6-4. Ravi has flopped 3 6s.
David quickly checks it. Ravi flopped the set, but he's not going to play it tricky. He's coming out, and he's going to bet. He bets $80,000.
Oh, don't tell me, David. Be careful, my friend. David Williams with just an ace and a 10 here is going to call this $80,000 bet.
Well, we've seen him do this thing before just to try to take a pot away later if he doesn't catch.
Oh, man. He's hit the joker for his hand, the ace of hearts, and it could spell disaster for him.
Could be
He
a
now
train
has
wreck.
top pair and a flush draw.
Look at this. They both check this, though.
I don't like that play, Vince.
Jack on the river.
Well, David's got to think he's got the best hand now with 2 aces.
Quick bet from David
Well,
Williams.
you can't blame David Williams for betting there. He's quickly called by Ravi here, who shows him the 3 6s. And Vince, it turns out that it was a lucky check by David on the turn there. But I'm amazed that Ravi would check 3 6s on the turn with 3 hearts out there on the board.
In fact, if he makes it, I think David's going to come over the top. He doesn't think he's that strong, and he's going to lose all his chips.
Well, you don't bet the river? I bet the river. Of course I bet the river.
No question about it. I believe he would have check raised for sure there with top pair and the flush draw.
I'm sure it's good when you go like, yeah.
Ravi, the hometown favorite, massive chip leader at this point.
2 are gone, 4 are left. The battle by the Bay continues right after this.
Well, Poker Tour continues. The Bay 101 Shooting Star. We started 4 days ago, 518 players. We're down to 4.
And right now it's the Ravi show here at the Bay 101. The local player who won a satellite to get into this tournament. The oldest guy at the table at 42. The massive chip leader right now with over 2.6 million in chips. The other 3 guys at the table, all 25 years or younger, coming after him.
Back to the action on Nam Lee. Looks down at King Deuce this time. Goes out. Danny Smith now with the button.
Here comes Danny.
Well, here he goes. He's on the short stack. He's making his move right now. Got King 10 on the button. And before he can get him out there, David Williams has looked him up with an ace high.
Wow.
Ravi has them both dominated. He's got an ace 10. He threw it away. He'd be up against King 10 and ace 6.
Oh, well, man, I had the best hand. You can knock us both out.
He had both of them dominated, so to speak.
Now, I'll tell you one thing. If Danny Smith doesn't win this hand, I say get rid of the hat. Just didn't bring you luck here today.
Oh, a king right on the top.
Got it.
The youngster, Danny Smith, getting lucky there to spike a king and take the lead in this pot. David Williams is now looking for an ace, 2 running cards to make a straight, or 2 running cards to make a flush.
With 2 aces left.
That's what he's going to have if he's going to take out this 22-year-old.
Ace of hearts. Ace of hearts.
22-year-old from Folsom, California, hits another king.
Well, it is over. David Williams drawing dead now. So the youngster biding his time, finally getting his money in there with the worst hand, but yet doubling up to stay alive. In the meantime, David Williams was crippled there, Vince. He is down to about 150,000 is all he has left here. So he will become a desperado very shortly.
Yeah. Where are you when I need you? Hey, I thought David got you, so I didn't want to bother with it.
Be patient and get in with the best hand. Way to be patient.
Well, Danny Smith, the 22-year-old, who looks like he should have a laptop under one arm and a snowboard under the other, doubling up here to stay alive.
David Williams with 2 legs in the coffin at this point. He's down to $153,000.
And he's going to have to get it in there pretty quick.
He has a lot of class, this young man. David Williams, always fun to watch. Let's go back down the table.
Good fold.
Going to be on the Danny. Danny's got ace 4 this time.
Not a bad hand in a 4-handed poker game, but not good enough for him. He lays it down.
And now David Williams, he's got queen 8 of clubs. Well, there it is. He's gone all in with
Well,
it.
I'd go all in with it too, Vince, if I had it on the button. Just got to hope you get lucky and win the pot.
But Robbie with ace 7 of clubs quickly calls.
Well, now Nam Lee,
King 6 offsuit.
he's got the big blind out there, 40,000. Going to cost him another 108,000 to call. And he recognizes there's no side pot, so chances are there's not going to be much betting here after the flop, because everybody at the table would like to see David Williams hit the road. It's sort of an unwritten rule in tournament poker that if there's not a side pot and you got a chance to take somebody out at this late stage, you more or less check it down.
How good am I running at this table?
It's a good time to take a little bit of a gamble. And look at this. He has made the call with King 6.
Well, I don't blame him. He's got the chips to do it.
David Williams circling the drain at this point.
Can I look at the hands? Am I allowed to look at them?
Well, once he can look at the cards, he cannot, because they can continue betting on the side. This pot is not over, even though David Williams is all in. If he wins this pot, he can triple up.
Here we go with the first 3. Double Dolly Parton 9-5. They both check it on the side. Here comes the turn card.
Well, a deuce comes off. Now, David Williams is going to have to catch a queen or an 8, or he's going to be out of here.
Check, check again, and it's a king.
Ravi checks. Nam Lee has made kings up. He is going to win this pot.
David getting the backpack on.
In addition to winning the pot, he gets the $5,000 bounty for knocking David Williams out.
Yes, he does. That's going to do it for David Williams. He'll pick up $280,000. The crowd loves this guy. He is our fourth-place finisher.
Well, Vince, it's only fitting that Nam Lee actually took him out because he's the guy that's tortured David all day long.
That's right. He is a bounty.
So Nam Lee is also going to collect an extra $5,000 for busting him.
So he just gave the free shirt away to Nam.
David Williams has to say goodbye, fourth place.
Well, I'm sure David himself will question some of the decisions he made here tonight. He's up with Courtney. Let's see what he's got to say.
Thanks, guys. David, you're in fourth place. How do you feel you played at the table?
I thought I played awesome. I mean, I got my money in most of the time with the best hand, and when I made big bets, I was ahead. Ravi could, he caught his flushes, caught his straights, and that's it. What can you do? You play your best, get your money in good, and hope it works.
We are down to 3 players. Stay tuned. We're coming back with more on the World Poker Tour. Welcome back to the WPT. I'm Vince Van Patten alongside Mike Sexton. David Williams is our fourth-place finisher.
Plus my brother out there. Found and collected.
And 3 is the magic number right now. In a three-handed poker game, anyone can win it. And the winner today will take home $1.2 million.
Ravi Udikumar is out in front. He's got nearly $2.4 million in chips. Still anybody's game. They've all got over $1 million in chips. But Vince, if I had to pick somebody right now, I'd pick Nam Lee because of his experience.
Well, it's going to be on your pick. Nam Lee right now, he's got Queen 10. Open up the game just a little bit more when you're down to three-handed. But he elects to fold. Kind of surprising.
Well, that is a little surprising.
Right behind him, Danny Smith. He has ace-7 of diamonds.
Well, Vince, he knows the ace-high is a favorite over a big blind hand. So he's getting out raising chips. You're going to make it $120,000 to go.
Yeah, the kid going into a different gear, it seems like. Now, Ravi just with 5-3 offsuit. Will he stick around with a very tight player?
Wow, he is making the call. He's in position. He's got the chip lead, but he's gambling here against this guy. Here comes the flop. Well, it's come King Jack 4 with 2 clubs.
Helps neither player.
And he quickly checks.
He does check.
Well, that's something a top pro would not do, Vince. They raise before the flop. They're going to bet on the flop. I guarantee you that. And Ravi with absolutely nothing. He's got a 5 high. He's going to take a stab at it, Vince.
Wow.
He bets $100,000. Now, it's not a big bet into a pot that has over $250,000 in it. But still, he understands how conservative Danny has played all day long. He's just hoping he doesn't make this call.
Now, is Danny going to come over the top and make a move here?
Well, his wife looking on intently here. Well, Danny's not going to do any guessing. He's just going to throw away the ace-high.
Well, I got to tell you, Mike, that is a big mistake. Three-handed poker game. You raise before the flop. Like you said, you got to bet after the flop no matter what hits.
He just takes the conservative route, Vince. Let's see if it pays off for him in the end.
Meanwhile, nice play by Ravi. Very solid. The manufacturing manager. This is a dream come true for the 42-year-old. Extends his lead to close to $2.7 million. Ravi looks down to the king-queen this time.
Well, a nice hand in a three-handed poker game.
Well, he's going to play it sneaky, just calling. Nam just calling with 10-3.
Well, it's on Danny Smith now.
Wow, he's got a nice hand. Mid-pair sixes.
Well, he saw both players limp in, meaning they're probably not that strong. He's going to raise it, Vince, with the 2 sixes.
There you go. Makes a nice pop of $150,000.
Well, they're still getting 2-to-1 odds on their money here, Vince, to make a call.
Race.
Oh,
Ravi coming over the top. He's not calling.
Nope.
He's re-raising. So Ravi limped in and now is coming back over the top of Danny Boy.
400 more.
And that's a $400,000 re-raise. Nam getting up and getting out.
He's hoping these two guys clash.
Ravi's setting him up there, just calling on the button with king-queen. And now back to the mid-pair.
Vince, he's only got about 670 or 80,000 left, so if he calls this bet, you know he's going to put it all out there. He looks up at his family. He says, well, this could be it. I may have to go with this hand.
You got a pair?
Danny asking the question if he got a pair, because if he doesn't, you know he wants his chips in this pot. He's afraid of the overpair right now.
Come on, Ravi, you got a pair?
Well, at the poker table, you